Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Matt, and today I'll be presenting a few novels that are fun and action-packed to help beat the summer heat. So with that, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first book I have for you today is The Gold-Laced Coat, see, by Helen Fuller Orton and illustrated by Robert Ball. So you can see, here is the cover. And on the back, they were nice enough to provide us with a map to show where the story is taking place. So you can see Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Western New York here, and Buffalo is right about here. Fort Niagara, where the story takes place, is right about here. Okay? So the story is about a young French boy named Philippe who travels from France in 1758 to the colony of New France here in America, and lands at Fort Niagara with his father. Philippe finds adventure and excitement every day while living at the fort, and makes friends with everyone around, including the soldiers, the fur traders, and even the Seneca Indians that live in the area and do business in the fur trade. But he's in for a huge surprise when the British march on the fort to try and take control, and he must be brave and fight for everyone and everything that he cares about. Do the British win? I can't tell you. What will happen to Philippe after the battle? I can't tell you that either. You know why? Because you guys have to read it, and you find out, and it's a great book. You'll love it. Okay. So the second book I have for you, if you like pirates and treasure maps, you're in for a treat, because we've got Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is a classic novel, one of my personal favorites, about a young boy named Jim Hawkins. And the story is set in the late 1700s. So when Jim finds Billy Bones' old pirate map showing a small island marked with a red X, you know what that means. Treasure. X marks the spot, of course. So he knows he's got a fortune in gold waiting for him. And I mean, what can be more exciting than buried treasure, right? I know. So aboard the ship named the Hispaniola, Jim sails towards Treasure Island. But during the trip, he hears a terrible conversation, and he learns that the one-legged cook that they hired is none other than the infamous Long John Silver. And to make matters worse, he hears that Long John Silver is teaming up with the rest of the crew to steal the gold from Jim and his friends. Does Jim make it back home, or will Long John Silver get away with the treasure off into the sunset? Again, that's one of those things that you just have to read this amazing book to find out. So, the third book I've got for you guys today is The Swiss Family Robinson. Okay? It's by Johann Weiss and illustrated by Lind Ward. And in 1800, a Swiss family sailing to Australia from England gets caught in a terrible storm and strands them on a tropical island. You know, okay, so middle of the ocean, deserted island. Luckily, the family, they're very optimistic and very inventive, very creative. So they come up with all these ideas to survive. They recover supplies from their shipwreck, and you know, with all the food, with all the fruits, the plants, the animals on the island, they were able to survive. Now, will they be rescued from the island? I can't say. That's just one of those things you guys have to find out for yourself. I hope these books are exciting for you as they are for me, and that you have a really good time reading them. Thanks for listening.